Okay, we're back. Just like I promised, I got a bunch of boxes to get through, and we finally have some time to get through them. So, today we have, this was new, but a little while ago. I picked this up when it first came out. This is like volume 115, but I think they're up to like about volume 122, 124 now, because I think Julia just came out, and I think that was like a 124, so I'm getting really behind. I didn't grab all of them. Like every one that comes out, it's a bit too many sometimes for me to even keep up with. But this is you. I guess you like YUI Yui. I would have guessed Yui. Yui Hatano. Yui Hatano. Just different. Right now I'm not grabbing every box because I can't afford to grab every box, but I'm just grabbing ones that I think look good and I would like to check out the boxes of. So, and not that type of box. We've got all of our usual rundown on the back. She looks really good on the back. I think that's the reason why I grabbed this one. Front cover didn't really grab me very much, but back cover kind of got my attention. So, it just took me about 20 minutes to find this damn card. This is the promotion card, right? The limited card that they give you for buying. And there'll, of course, be the limited box card inside. So this is promo card number 2 of Yui. Or UI, or Yue, I don't know. We'll call her Yui. Alright, so let's get into this one. As we know, CJ is, of course, full 18 plus, which means I'm going to be covering, I'm going to be sticking my thumb over stuff, and I'm going to be blocking pretty much everything we're going to see on here. I still haven't found a platform where I can break these and just break them wide open without having to cover over stuff yet, but I'm still trying to figure out a way to do that. Alright, so let's get into this. There we go. We have our box card is under the pack, so I'm going to have to slide it out. There's our packs. See, she looks, I don't know what it is. Something about the cover box isn't that attractive, but her other pictures sure are. Oh, hey. Our box card number 2. Box card number 2 is a little more tame. On the back, we probably have to cover just a little bit on the back there. Not anything monstrously risque, but we always have to be sure just so YouTube doesn't come and attack us over this. So let's get our box card into our little spot here. We'll do a little, see, it's not even that bad on the back, but we're still gonna just cover up the bum crack just to be safe when we're going on these ones. So promo card and box card both look good. So what do we have? 12 packs. And there we go. Usual Japanese pack with the very big top part there so that they can hang them on the shelf like that. And they have the rip thing down the side here. Right? They have the rip thing down the side here. But to me, that's not so easy to do without damaging the damn cards. I don't know, maybe it's a Japanese thing. Maybe they know how to do it better than I do, but I'm not opening them that way. I'm just cutting the damn tops off them like I usually do. Yeah, this is not an easy way to open these packs. Okay, let us check this out really quickly. I see we've already got a hit. God damn it. First pack, first one that we opened, we got one of our hits in it. So we're going to cover up the hit right here. We're going to save that hit for later. And we will check it out after. So we're going to cover it up with that pretty damn good picture of her on that one. And we're going to start covering stuff. Luckily, she's doing the job for me on this one already. She's covering up all by herself. Sadly, on this one, her hands and arms are not big enough to do the job. On this one, she forgot her top. And on this one, it seems like she's having some problems with the bathing suit lingerie and needs someone's help tying it and keeping it on her properly. Alright, the backs of these ones are just like the worst pieces of the puzzle pieces. And we have a nice lingerie card, one of her there. Alright, so I don't know how many she's done before. I'm not sure. I think I've seen her in the CJ sets on the shelf before, but I have not opened her stuff before. So I'm not sure how big of a name she is, but from the look of her and the style and stuff, I could see her being a pretty damn popular one. Alright. Oh yeah, so we've got those gold rimmed cards. I know you can't see it. Stop complaining. I'll be there in a second. Alright. We've got those, the gold special cards, right? Like her box is called Lucky 9. I don't know why it's Lucky 9. I don't even know why I'm covering that. There's nothing showing. But that is SP6. Alright, that card is SP6. I think there's 9 of these, the gold inlay ones around the outside. So we'll put that one aside. Alright, this is going to be one of those sets where everybody hates my thumb. Everybody is going to absolutely hate the fact of my thumb. I should really get my nails done. That would be a nicer way of doing this. She really has a hard time with these bikini bottoms. Seems like she doesn't know how to do them up properly. Seems like somebody helped her on this one, though. So she's looking better there. Alright, so yeah, she really does have problems with any type of lingerie or bikini bottoms that she has. Why are we not zooming in? Because it doesn't want to focus on my thumb. That's probably the whole reason that this thing is not focusing properly, is because it doesn't like my thumb. Yeah, we're going to be covering over most, if not all of this one. This is going to be... I like that outfit. Like this outfit. That's a really cool outfit. Very different from what you see on some of these ones before. Yep, police going by. Windows open because it's just too damn hot in here right now. There is one of the smaller, like 2-card puzzle pieces. Alright, here we go. So, compared to our last box that we opened before, CJ is a lot different, right? CJ has a lot more for you to be looking at when you're going through those boxes. Alright, on the backs of those cards, a lot of these are going to be the puzzle pieces. I'm just going to skip the puzzle pieces. That is one hell of an interesting puzzle piece, though, right there. That is an interesting puzzle piece. If it's not a puzzle piece, then sometimes we actually get some nice pictures of her. Alright, let's see. I think this is the outfit that I like the best. And the look. The hair down. The hair fully down with that gray and red outfit. That one's pretty killer. Alright. Let's get past the puzzle pieces. Last non-puzzle piece one there. And let's get into our next packs. So we've only opened 3 packs, and of course the very first pack that we opened had the hit in it. So if anybody ever orders from Japan, easiest way to open these packs, find the bottom. You can't open there. Find the open part. Make sure the cards are down. Cards will be down far. Just cut just under the seal, and you'll come nowhere near the cards. I do it with all my different types of Japanese cards. The wrestling, the sports ones, and the AV stuff. They make the cards a lot easier to cut into when you need to get into them. Alright, let's just see here if we got something we need to put aside. Not yet. But we have 2 more of our gold outside cards. The Lucky 9 Special Edition gold cards. That one is number 7. And there's our other of the gold special edition cards. That one is... Let's just check the number on that one. Yeah, that looks like a good number. That's number 5. Alright, let's get into her cards. I wish I had just like an automatic AI blurring technique on this where I wouldn't have to keep on flipping, but we're just going to have to do it this way. At least she helps sometimes. Very helpful on that card for us there. Sometimes she just hasn't gotten ready for the photo shoot yet. Well, she's ready, but she's not like getting the 18 plus ready for the photo shoot on these ones. She's really pretty. To me, that's a very typical Japanese look. The little bit longer face, little bit longer nose, like there's certain Japanese looks, right? She's got that like very, very half moon eyes. She's got just that little bit of length on the face and stuff like that, so it's not such a round face like some of the other Asian countries and Asian girls and stuff like that. I do like this picture, though. I do like that outfit. I like that hair. I like that picture. I'm not sure which one I like better, if we like the purple with the buns in the hair, or if we like that gray and red one that she has on the cover of the packs. Sorry we got to cover so much, but you know, them's the rules for this stuff. That's why it would be nice if there was a platform that let me break cards where we could show the full card and show the full nudity on the card. Then it would be a hell of a lot easier for me to do this stuff, where we could just flip through the packs. Alright. At least she is giving us some stuff that we don't have to. There we go. Bra fell off. Alright. And that one looks like she's not wearing anything, but she is wearing the bottoms at least. Alright. We can at least, some of the back ones, we don't have to worry as much. Seems like the back pictures are not always as risky as the front pictures. I'm flipping past some because some of them are just the puzzle pieces. We don't need to look at like half of her foot or anything like that on those cards. Alright, so we are halfway through. We got one of our hits sitting up top there. Halfway through this box, and we'll see what comes up in the second half. There should be one more hit in the second half. That's the other outfit that we really like on that one. Makes her look very good. Alright. Yeah, see, these ones, I keep pulling them away and then just coming right back, but there's always going to be a chance that there's going to be one that could just get us completely busted on here. Puzzle, 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 puzzle. There we go. Yeah, that entire pile, seems like there wasn't really anything I needed to cover on the back parts of the cards there. Alright, let's do two. Let's see if we come across our other hit in these two. If not, we'll start cracking into the other ones. Alright, CJ seems to be coming out a lot more frequently now. Like, the frequency of the cards in these sets, it seems to be every couple of weeks more than like every... I always thought CJ was like every other month or something like that. But I think CJ's gotten a hell of a lot more popular, and they've got a hell of a lot more models doing the cards. So, yeah, they're not so far between the releases. It seems like I see that there's a new release, and then I go in to get that release, and then suddenly it's like, oh no, that's the older release. Here's the new one. And they just keep going. I think, like I said in the other video, there was a Julia one that I just noticed online that came out a few weeks ago. But Julia always sells so fast. And I haven't been that regular in the card shop lately. He knows he's supposed to keep me a Julia. But there's always a chance that he doesn't keep me a Julia. So if he hasn't kept me one of the Julia boxes, then I guess we're missing one round of Julia cards. Alright, so this girl, I'd like, if you put this one beside Julia, I don't even know who I'd pick. I love me some Julia, but this girl is really, really, really pretty. Yui. Alright, let's check out the backs of these ones. Are we going to have to do much covering for our back part? Puzzle piece. Skin-colored lingerie. Business somewhat. Puzzle piece, puzzle piece. See, there's a puzzle piece that's just her head. But see, she is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I wonder how the girls get into this in Japan. Like, it just seems like it's such a normal industry for girls to get into in Japan. But it's like, how do they go from just the regular idol GRAVURE cards to ending up in CJ and Juicy Honey and stuff like that? Like... And what type of... I don't know. It's weird to think about it, because it's like these are cards that are supposed to get you excited and get you happy. But it's like, I just wonder, what type of money's in it for these models? Like, do they make a good living off of this? Or is it just kind of like a thing to make some cash while you're young and then you move on from it? I have no idea. It's something that most people who look at these cards probably don't even think about, right? Probably not something that's on the minds of most people. Alright, we have our second hit here. We need a card that can cover it, that's not going to get us in trouble. Alright, let's use this one. All right, we're going to cover up with this card, which is the same outfit as the other card. We got two pretty decent hits from the look of it. So let's look. SP Gold card. SP Gold outside card is number 9. And the SP cards are a puzzle as well. So if you can get all of those SP cards, usually you get 5 or 6 in a box. So you're not going to get the whole puzzle with just one. You won't get the whole puzzle with just one box. You're going to have to buy a couple of boxes to try and put the whole thing together. I do like me that purple one. This one, I feel like we're seeing a lot of the same cards going by on this one. It really feels like there's no way that I'm even close to a full set of base cards on this box, because it really does feel like I've been covering the same cards the same way each time. But I guess with 4 or 5 different outfits, you do have to have a certain number of cards for each outfit, but it really does feel like there are just certain ones that we've seen a bunch of times. Could you focus, please? All right, let's get to our back parts. I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to quickly move the puzzle pieces to the bottom and the regular ones to the top. Looks like we don't really have to cover much on these ones, because these are the less risky. Yeah, I'm loving that outfit. All right. These are the much... See, it's the exact same, right? Is it the same card on both sides? It is. I can't show you the other side. We had to block that side already. And then we're down to the puzzle pieces. And we have that same puzzle piece again. The very, very close-up shot one there. So... yeah, looks like we're getting into a lot of duplicate cards on this one. So I don't think there's going to be a hit in this one. Usually it's just 2 hits for the CJ stuff. But you never know. We could get lucky and get a 3rd hit out of one of these. But it looks like we are just regular cards. One more of the gold. One more of the gold border cards. Gold stamped cards on the border. That one is... that puzzle is... that, I don't know. We might need to cover up some of that puzzle piece there. Puzzle piece number 1 doesn't show you anything. Aye. Purple. I love the color purple. It's making me love the color purple even more. Oh, this is one we did before. One of the very rare cards where I need to double thumb that card. Alright. Let's get through the rest of these ones. There's that other outfit that we liked, but it's barely there. Same kind of hair as the purple outfit, where she's wearing that burgundy style colored one. Alright. Let's check these ones out. I do have to say, for her, she keeps the bottoms on a lot more than some of the other girls. I'm just realizing that as we're going through. I'm only really covering up one part of the card each time. She does not seem to be the... oh, this one I lie, but it's barely visible. But yeah, she's not a 100% nude one on these ones at all. She actually keeps more covered up, other than some stuff flying out. She is a lot more covered than some of the other ones. I do know I have to block the next one. The back of the cards I rarely have to block, but I do know I've got to block that one. So let's get through the rest of these back cards. I'm just going to bring them up and down just to be safe, because there might be one more that is needing to be blocked, but I don't think there is. But you never know. I might flip to a card that's going to get me in big trouble on here, like that one. That one could get me in some serious trouble on YouTube for showing a puzzle piece that shows absolutely nothing. Those are the worst puzzle pieces ever. Holy crap. Look at these puzzle pieces. There's like a tiny part of what I assume is her leg. There's part of her arm. There's the floor. There's the cupboard behind her. And then there's the window. We got a lot of shoulders and elbows in that one, and that's all we got. Alright, so how many of our lucky gold cards did we get? We got 5 of the lucky gold cards. Let's quickly look at them again. That's number 1. I think the rest were kind of in like an order. 5, 6, 7, 9. Alright. Number 5. 6 doesn't really need to be covered, but we're just going to be safe just in case. Oh, one of the fat cats just woke up and decided to come in here looking for food. All the cats have been fed. All the cats. It's too hot for these cats to want to eat and be moving around so much. But Mindy is a pig, so she will always come for more food. All right. Our first of the hits. Which one are we going to go with? Let's go with the thicker ones. The thicker one's always either like a photo in a card or a relic or something like that. All right. We cannot look at the back of that one. I do not have enough thumbs to look at the back of that one. Alright, the back of this one is one of the ones where there's like 8 pictures of her. We're just going to stick the base card into the back here because that's easier for me so I don't get in trouble for it. But we have a photo card. The actual printed photo into the card. Number 80 out of 240. Jesus. That's a pretty high number on that one. But those photo in cards... I have no, like I said, for those photo in cards, I don't know how they do it. I'm pretty sure that there's only one of each photo, but they have a lot of photos they stick into the cards like that one. So we've got a photo in card of Yui, and our other one, we are going to have to wait for the very loud ambulance. I dropped my cards. Ambulance and jackass drivers to hurry up and get by. So it's not so loud. And we have here, I don't know. I've got a piece of tape that I think will cover what it needs to cover. Yes. All right. On the back of this one, congratulations. There's our congratulations side of the card, the AU05. We have autograph card. There's no autograph A, B, C or anything like that, but this is the autograph card out of 80. A autographed card out of 80 on that one. Not bad for the hits. We seem to always get that card one. Let's see. Autograph cards. Auto A, Auto B. See, it doesn't say if it's an Auto A or B, does it? Somewhere? Like AU05 could mean autograph 05. It doesn't say that it's autograph, if it's autograph A or not. Yeah, I can't tell on this one. I usually thought they had the thing that said the autograph A or B on it, so you would know what exactly it was. But clear card, no. Premium autograph card, message card. That's not premium. There's no way. Garter, lingerie, special rare card. Oh, it's auto kiss, auto photo. No, we just got the regular photo in card. Yeah, the photo in card, like the way it shows on here in the Japanese, it looks like it's like, it says like the photo, there's 8 versions and secret 2 versions. So I'm assuming it's like there's 8 of each. I don't know. Photo plus 8 versions and secret ever. I don't know. It's strange. It's hard to figure out really what they mean. If they mean that there's 8 of each of that photo, or if there's like 8 for each one of her outfits, I have no clue. But alright, there we go. We have finished up our, oh, I know we zoomed in already, Hatano. Right, or Yui Hatano, I guess is how we're going to be saying that one. So, CJ Sexy Series Volume 115. We got an autograph out of 80. We got a photo in card out of 240. Got a nice box card. We got a nice set of 5 of the 9 of the gold cards. And there, once again, is the photo that was on the pack, which is absolutely gorgeous photo. And we are done. Not a bad box. Not bad. Girl we haven't done before. Girl we haven't checked out before. She's a good one to check out. I will probably get another one of her boxes when they come out on the next round. So, that is it for me. Thanks for still being here. If you are still here, if you like coming and checking the stuff out, we get a lot of people checking out these videos. I am going to try to get more and more of these things posted. At least every couple of weeks there should be a new video coming up for the next little bit. So if you don't subscribe, just click the subscribe. Keep this thing going. Let me know there is still interest in all this stuff. Subscribe to it. Like the video. Let me know what you think. If I'm saying people's names wrong, let me know. And I will be back. I have more CJ. I have some Juicy Honey, which we haven't done in a long time. And I have some Lovin' You boxes as well. So we will see which one we're going to be on the next video, but it should be somebody good, because I do have an Asuna Kawhi box here, who is my other favorite besides Julia. And, of course, like I said, we have the Juicies and the Lovin' Yous. So, lots of stuff coming out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you keep in touch with this channel. And I will see you guys on the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.